Let us now study the force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. Okay, so there's a wire there, it is kept in a magnetic field. Okay, so what force it will experience, that we'll calculate now. So let us take a conductor. This is a conductor here, a wire which is kept in a magnetic field here. Okay, you can see the X means the magnetic field is going into the board, that's why written as B in. Okay, now we say current is a flow of electrons. Okay, so there's an electron here, this electron goes towards the right side. Okay, and due to the magnetic Lorentz force, okay, the force will be downwards here. Okay, so this is the magnetic force here, FB. Okay, then the length of this wire, let the length of the wire be L. Okay, that's the length of the wire here. Now we learned that the current in a wire, okay, the current we learned in second chapter, that is current I is equal to NeVDA. Okay, here I means current here, N means number of electrons per unit volume, then E is the charge of electron, VD is the drift velocity, A is the area. This is the area. Okay, so you can see this will be the like a circle here, and this one's area will be A. Okay, so let's write this as equation number 1 here. Now we know that, okay, so we know that the force, okay, formula we learned that F is equal to magnetic Lorentz force. Magnetic Lorentz force F is Q into V vector cross B vector. Okay, so let's apply this and see. Okay, so when you apply this, okay, so using this, what happens? Okay, small f. Okay, we'll write the force here. We will take a small element only. Okay, I will see the force here for one electron. F is equal to, here Q is the charge of electron. Okay, so what is charge of electron? Minus E we'll write. Okay, then into VD, this one. Okay, VD cross B vector. Okay, we got the step now. Next, what you must do, I'll write this side now. Okay, continue first, then I'll come here. So let's take the number of electrons per unit volume. If N is the number of electrons per unit volume, let's see what happens now. So okay, so small n means the number of electrons per unit volume. So small n is equal to capital N by V. Okay, so here small n means number of electrons per unit volume, capital N is what, number of electrons, and V is the volume here. Okay, now and we also know that volume is equal to area into the length here. Okay, so we multiply area into length, will get the volume. Okay, so dl I take here because it's a small length we take. Okay, so now substitute here. So what happens is small n is equal to capital N by A into dl. Cross multiply here. Okay, so what we get? Yeah, small n into A into dl is equal to capital N. Rearrange. So n is equal to small n into capital A dl. Okay, this we got now. So this we have now. Okay, so let's see what will be the force if there are n electrons. Okay, so if there are n number of electrons in the wire, okay, what is the force there? Okay, the force that is we will get here, we'll write as small f itself. Okay, small f is equal to, and substitute here in this we write as capital N here. Okay, so that is minus capital N E, okay, in this equation VD cross B vector. Okay, so let's see what we get now. Okay, just substitute the values here. Okay, substitute the value of capital N. Substitute value of capital N. Okay, substitute that. So what you get is the force is equal to minus of this capital N is small n A, or we'll write E first. Okay, N E A, okay, N E A dl. Okay, so it's not that. Then into VD cross B vector. Okay, VD means what? Drift velocity. Okay, now you multiply this inside. Okay, so what you get is minus NE VDL right here, NE VDA, okay, into DL cross B vector. Okay, now you can see this. Okay, from equation 1 we know that, okay, this means what? NE VDA. Okay, so this portion NE VDA means that is I. Okay, you can see the first equation here, the current. Okay, so from first equation we have here small f is equal to minus of I dl cross B vector. Okay, so but we don't take the minus sign now. Why? Because I take this minus sign also together. Okay, minus sign also is taken as I. Okay, so F is equal to IDL cross B vector. So this is a vector quantity. Okay, so this is one thing we know. Okay, let me erase this topic up to here. So there's a small change here. We have write this as capital F itself. Okay, and DF here. Okay, why? Because DL is a small element we're taking here. So, okay, here also we write as D into capital F. Now from here I'll continue on this side. Okay, so let's see what we get now. So here we get here DF is equal to this one IDL cross B vector. Okay, so this is the force here. Okay, but this is for small length only. But you take the full length. Okay, that is L. What happens now? So we get here for the entire wire. Okay, for the entire wire, what is the force? For the entire wire, the force F is equal to, or the force total, or the total force is equal to IL. Okay, you can write small itself. Okay, IL vector cross B vector. Okay, this is what we get. Now, so this one we got now. Let's write in magnitude here. Okay, we'll use the formula A vector cross B vector is AB sine theta. So in magnitude, what we get is F total is equal to I, or you can write B first. Okay, B I L and then sine theta. What I done is I use the formula A vector cross B vector is equal to AB sine theta. So this is a very important relation. Okay, to find the force acting on a wire here. Okay, let me erase this part here and we'll write the special case here. So let us see this first special case. If the conductor is placed along the direction of the magnetic field, that means the conductor and the magnetic field are in the same direction. In this case, what happens? Theta is equal to 0 degrees now. Okay, this in this same direction means the angle is 0. So let's substitute and see in this. Sine 0 is what? It is 0. So we can say the net force or the total force in this case becomes 0. Okay, that's one thing we know. Now next one, we'll see the second part here. Let me write down. Let us see the second special case here. So the magnetic field, this one, and the conductor are placed perpendicular. Okay, if the conductor is placed perpendicular to the magnetic field, let's see what happens now. So this is the conductor here, and this is a magnetic field. It goes into the ball. Okay, so the angle between them is 90 degrees here. Theta is equal to 90 degrees. You can see that. Okay, so this goes, magnetic field goes into the board, and the wire is like this way. So angle is 90 degrees. Substitute and see. Sine 90 is what it is? 1. Okay, so we get here the total force F total in this case will be equal to B into I into L. The sine 90 is 1 we get. Okay, so this is a very important relation to note. Okay. Thank you for watching.